Hi, everybody. I thought I was late, but I'm not late. I'm actually on time. I really, really thought I was late. For whatever reason, I thought I set this up at 9, or excuse me, well, at 40, and I'm right on time. So thank God. Thank you so much for hitting that like button. Yeah, so we definitely wanted to review this case a little bit further because some of the stuff that's been put out there, I kind of wonder what is up. There's a lot of really great creators that are covering it as well. But shout out to them. Good morning. I'm waiting for those notifications to go out. Welcome, everybody. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, please, and thank you. Hold up. Let me share this with everybody. Let everybody know we live. We live. And I might even hit the intro. I don't know if this is the intro I want to play right now. Good morning. The notifications actually worked. Wow. I'm so happy to hear that. Hey everybody, good morning. Um you said Bill Barr's disposition starts today for the Epstein files and nobody's talking about it. Kurt, well, I don't know anything about a deposition. If you want to email me the information, that'd be great. Waffles Biscuit, and I could check it out. But please know, Waffles Biscuit, I know you love me covering a lot of the Epstein stuff, and I will, and I'll continue to. But I don't know if you guys noticed my content. I cover a variety of things. Yesterday we got into the Priscilla Presley lawsuit, and that was very interesting. I have a lot of new people that came over. Thank you guys for subscribing and supporting. Really, really appreciate it. But I really want to bring attention to this case as well. Good morning, Belen. How are you? Oh my, James, thank you so much for James, thank you. Shout out to James, man. James always got a nice little joke to get us started, especially with this case. My goodness, like I don't know. It's just like we have to understand that there's so much more to this case, and it's not making sense, and people are calling it out. There are people, witnesses speaking out, so we have to talk about it. There's some inconsistencies to this case as well. Hold up, y'all. Thank you, James, by the way. Shout out to James, always supporting the channel. I just clicked, but then I got to check on my phone and I got a notification. I hope you're doing better. I'm doing better. Baby Bunny is now under the weather. So I'm in and out of the chat. Just so people are aware. And I gotta multitask. She's feeling a little under the weather. I'm afraid it's gonna be a tragic outcome. Donna Smith, thank you so much for the 199. And I'm kind of with you on this one. Um, how do I say this? I hope that we're all wrong. I really, really do hope that we're all wrong, but I don't know. I don't think that that's what it is. I think that there's going to be so much more to this case. Usually, the closed caption appears after the video's over. Is it Valerizi? Valerizi? But yes, just so people are aware. Yeah, she's feeling a little bit under the weather. She's just this is sinus stuff that's going around and everything. And it sucks, but it is it is. I want everyone to be wrong, but it is just so sus. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get started. I'm not gonna do an intro. We're gonna dedicate. I have about an hour. We're gonna dedicate, and if I'm probably gonna go live later on this evening. So if there's any breaking news to this case, we'll talk about it. But we'll probably in this evening, if I go live, just depending on Baby Bunny, how she feels. Epstein is definitely going to be on my docket for the evening, and kind of going from there. So if you're there for that, you won't miss that. Shout out to everybody. Okay, so I want to start right here. Okay, I think this is the most recent article. Today's the 18th. It is August the 18th. Okay, make sure my camera's positioned right. Welcome. That lipstick screams. I'm gonna be at the swap meet for some pictures with my friends. Oh my gosh, thank you. It's actually not a lipstick. It is a Pinche Becky. It's a lip liner, MAC cork. If you want it, cork. It's this color right here. I remember when because I lived in Cali. I was in middle school when I was in Cali too. This is it, cork. Um, it just reminds me we used to just outline our lips. You never color it in. Um, so it's just a lip liner. I just did it old school. I did lip liner. Takes me back. Okay. Anyways, welcome. Yeah, it's Cork and it's Mac. And like I told y'all, I can't afford Mac. So every time I get like a little gift card or whatever, I'll go to Mac and I'll splurge there. But thank you. Okay, let's get it together, guys. Let's get it together. Let's start with what's so far reporting today. So today's August the 18th. A mom says her baby was kidnapped. Her story has inconsistencies, police say. Now, this is directly coming from police. Officials have not ruled out foul play in the disappearance of a 7-month-old baby after his mother said he was kidnapped outside of a store in California. According to a release from the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department on August 14th, before 8 p.m. local time, Rebecca Haro said her infant was kidnapped outside a retail store on Yucaipa Boulevard in Yucaipa, California, 10 miles. Oh, this is it. Look, here you go. Okay, 10 miles east of San Bernardino. Okay. She told police that she was standing outside her car changing her son, Emmanuel Haro, Emmanuel Haro's diaper, when a man assaulted her and knocked her unconscious. When she regained consciousness, her son was gone, she says. So this is the post that I believe this was posted, I want to say the 14th. Okay, this is the baby. On August 14th, 2025, at about 7:47 p.m., deputies from the Yucaipa station responded to 34000 block of Yucaipa Boulevard regarding a reported missing 7-month-old boy. This is an active investigation and we're seeking help, the public's help. And this is the original, I'm going to show you guys the original Twitter post that San Bernardino posted, okay? He is said to have been wearing a Nike's onesie. He weighs about 21 pounds and is approximately 24 inches tall, has brown hair, and is cross-eyed. Okay, I think the pictures kind of show that. So people that are, just to keep an eye out. It's a baby that has like, it's, if you see this baby, you kind of know who the baby is, if that makes sense, right? So you could definitely tell like who this baby is. Does that make sense? It's not looking like a little, like it's got very distinguishing factors: brown hair. He has the thing with his eyes, brown eyes, that situation. So again, if you have any information, you're asked to call 911 or 90. Here, you have to open it. Thank you. 909-387-8313. Again, to provide additional information to San Bernardino. Okay. Now let's go back to the article real quick. This is what they shared. Police say, so she was knocked out. When she regained consciousness, her son was gone, she said. Police said that they interviewed multiple people, including both of Emmanuel's parents, Jake and Rebecca Haro. Now, when they said they interviewed multiple people, one of the questions that a lot of us had on the chat was there any witnesses? Did somebody witness this? That's what we want to know. Did somebody witness this? Did somebody witness this woman get hit? Did somebody witness this woman have her baby taken? Did somebody witness somebody else jump into a car with the baby and just speed off? Did somebody witness this? That's the question. Police said they interviewed multiple people, including both of Emmanuel's parents, Jake and Rebecca Haro. During those interviews, Rebecca was confronted with inconsistencies in her initial statement, declined to continue the interview. So she's being interviewed by police, and she's in her right. Some of you guys might not want to hear that, but she is in her right to, to not self-incriminate. She's in her right to, call upon her attorney, somebody to help her out. And she's in her right to stop the interview, whether she wants to cooperate or not. To me, of course, being a mother myself, and I know a lot of you people are mothers, guardians, fathers, grandparents, aunties, uncles, whatever you may be, you would feel the same way. You'd be like, oh, I'm here. I'm going to cooperate with everything, right? Because that's what you would do. During those interviews, Rebecca was confronted with those inconsistencies. Okay. How are there any inconsistencies? That's the question. How do we have inconsistencies in a missing child story or case? Did she get knocked out? Was the child kidnapped? She go from the football game to go buy a mouth guard at Big Five? Did she have a phone on her? Did they take the diaper bag? Did the dog pick out a now this is not a question that she would know, but did the dog pick up a scent? Was there a diaper bag with her when she was changing this diaper? Do we have a dirty diaper? Do we have any clean diapers? Just a bunch of questions that I would have, right? Like many of us would. Okay. So during those interviews, Rebecca was confronted with inconsistencies in her initial statement. So her initial statement, her first statement, and declined to continue with the interview. The sheriff's department said in a release. Investigators have now ruled out foul play according to the release. I don't think they can. I think that this is kind of like 101 basic. Like they can't right here. Nope, right here. Give me one sec, guys. Right there, girl. You're welcome. You're welcome. I don't think that they can rule out anything. I think everybody can be a suspect in this situation. In interviews with local TV stations outside the store in Yucaipa, Rebecca Haro appeared with a black eye, which she says she got from the assault. I don't know about that. She called on everyone with information to come forward. I don't know about that. I don't believe, in my opinion, that bruise on her eye came from the assault that she said she went through. Just being honest with you. Don't think so. She got from behind. They knocked her out. Hey, Sylvia. Hey, everybody. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button, please, and thank you. Where did the assault happen? She said she was knocked out cold. So is it possible that there's a traumatic brain injury involved? Was she hit in the face or was she hit from behind? That's the question. Where was she hit? How did she know it was from behind? You said the mother would have a lump on her head from the attack or from the fall when she was hit and fell to the ground. Unconscious, can't protect your head when you are out cold, right? The cameras by the traffic lights would have picked up some suspicious activity if the car was driving erratically. There's about 4 cameras in that traffic light. It's only so many intersections that you can go out of, right? So many intersections. Oh, I don't have that, honey. You have to ask over there. Sorry. Give me one sec, guys. She stated from behind initially, but the newspapers and her sister-in-law relate her story as getting punched in the face as she turned around. So somebody tapped on her shoulder. Shout out to you. This is Margot, right, Margot? Somebody tapped on her shoulder and said, "Hola," and then knocked her out. "Hola," then knocked her out. You said, Rabbit, from my understanding, they were contacting. I don't know if they were to the store or they just called, but they were asking if they had video surveillance because the car was broken into a week prior. So my understanding, they were contacting. I don't know if they went to the store or they called, but they were asking if they had video surveillance because their car was broken into a week prior. So Rebecca's car was broken into a week prior. Is that correct? Is that correct? That's weird. I mean, it's like one thing to make the other thing happen, right? Y'all see what I'm saying? It's like what? Yeah, they tapped on her shoulder and said "Hola" and then punch. Her statements she gave, she said we when referring to changing his diaper when she was all alone, supposedly when she was attacked. So who is the we? Well, here's the deal. Like we could pay attention. We could, and I'm talking about you and all of us, right? We could pay attention to the inconsistencies, and there's going to be inconsistencies, right? Lady said she was knocked out. Let's give her that. Let's say that she was knocked out. Okay, it still doesn't explain the fact that like if she was knocked out, then she realized that her baby was gone. Like it still doesn't explain even. So she gets up, she doesn't reach for her phone to call 911. No, she runs to the store to find out if they've seen a baby. I don't know. And the thing is maybe when you're knocked out, you're not really thinking. Your adrenaline is going. You're trying to figure out. You just woke up. You don't even know what's going on, right? But it's just so convenient between where the attack happened, the fact that nobody was around. It's a busy intersection, y'all. It's a busy intersection. You know what I mean? Hey, Franny Law, how are you? I know. You said, but then they say she had the bruise from people that saw her and that the baby was not seen at the practice. That's another point too, coziness forever. There was another point. People are saying they never saw the baby at the practice. People are saying, and again, these are just rumors, not substantiated information, right? These are just rumors. So take them like that, all right? These are not facts, but it does make you wonder. People said that they saw her with the bruise the day before the initial attack. That bruise does not look new. And I said this when I first started talking about this. Y'all, SF Investigates posted this. I said, yep, this is what I was looking at too yesterday. I said, that bruise does not look new. As a matter of fact, she's got a little bruising on her other eye too. I don't know if you guys noticed this. It could be dark spots or dark circles from just, crying and stuff like that. That could very well be the case. But that does look a little weird on the other eye too. Even if Emmanuel's Haro's mother is wearing makeup, the bruising appears to be breaking up and yeah, like it's like breaking up and like kind of spreading, more like you would expect to see in the 5-day range of post injury. This doesn't look new to me. It doesn't look new, right? She is refusing to speak to cops now, right? Because they said that her stories, oh, my camera's blurry. They said that her stories were very inconsistent. So she got scared. Yeah. I was looking at that too, Cheeks, when the SF dropped this yesterday. Now, when I saw her bruising, I've seen bruising before, right? When you're looking at pictures, I'm not an expert, blood pooling because I think that that's like a whole different. I'm not a doctor, but you could tell when something based on blood pooling, and it all depends on skin types. Please note that. Why is my camera so blurry? There it is. It all depends on skin types. Please note. So it's not always going to be like a black and white type of situation. But you could tell when something is healing, something is pooling, something is like, you know, going away, if that makes sense. Way too many missing pieces to the story, changes every day. That bruise is not new, right, Sylvia? It's not a new bruise. No way. No way. It's not this story isn't making sense at all. So I think that there's more to this. But yes. Oh, and the telling of the story aches, said chairs and floors. Is she recalling the true story? Perhaps use the true wording? I noticed that last night. Didn't didn't use seat and ground? Really? Okay. Well, let's get back to this because, like I said, I love talking to you guys and I always get carried away in conversation when I read your comments. In the interview with local TV stations outside the store in Yucaipa, Rebecca Haro appeared with a black eye, which she says she got from the assault. She called on everyone for information to come forward. And I quote, I took him out of the car seat, laid him on the chair. Let's talk about the car chair, the car seat. I had his diapers right here, and someone said, Hola. And I couldn't even turn. I couldn't even turn. I don't remember nothing. And I couldn't even turn. But you did turn. I had his diapers right here, and someone said, Hola, and I couldn't even turn. So I would believe that if she was hit in the head, but she's not reporting any head injuries. She's saying it's all in her face. Rebecca told several news outlets, including KCAL, on August 16th. The family was in the area for another child's football practice, which people are saying they didn't see a baby there. At least I'm like, wow, not that baby. Emmanuel Haro was last seen wearing a black Nike onesie. He is about 24 inches tall. It wouldn't surprise me if he wasn't even wearing that. Investigators for missing child underway. On August 17th, investigators were searching for the infant. Police said in an update, K9 scent tracking dogs were used in the area. I wonder if they used those dogs at the home, at the property. Okay, so they made this public statement where they thanked everybody. Okay, but there has been no updates, and I'm telling you, I don't think that this is going to turn into the story that people are going to want to hear as far as an outcome, because this is not looking good, y'all. It's a baby. So many discrepancies in the story. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Dee, how are you, my love? Um, and thank you, Cheeks, for reminding everybody this is commentary. I nearly died from double pneumonia in my lungs, but survived. Ooh, I hope you're doing well. My goodness. If she got hit in the nose, that can cause both eyes to have circles under them. Believe in this doesn't seem to be in the issue. Right. Like if she was hit in the nose, right? And I've seen this happen before because like the blood kind of pulls out this way. That's very true. Everything does point to the parents waiting on law enforcement update. I'm telling you, don't be surprised. The next live, I hate to put it that way because I don't want to think like that. But guys, like this guy, the dad has a very sketchy past in terms of his own children, making someone have brain damage. This is a very sad thing. Not everybody clocks the same way. And she could be a quick healer. I'm trying to see both ways. Gotcha. Articulate. Way too many pieces missing in the story. Changes every day. Oh, I think I read that. Didn't SF post all the CC's cams? Yes, he did. This is why I love SF. So SF actually, SF has been on it. Let me show you what SF pointed out. So SF actually pointed out Emmanuel Haro's dad's, Jake Haro's background. So in 2023, he was convicted of willful child cruelty and is currently awaiting trial on charges of felon in possession of a firearm stemming from, this is just last year, June 2024 arrest. Literally a year and a month ago, Haro remains on probation. Okay. From a 2023 conviction, which means law enforcement does not need a warrant to search his properties or belongings. As a condition of his probation, he is subject to search at any time. This guy right here it's just bad news, man. Bad news. I'm sorry. And I'm that person that doesn't like to what's the word? I don't like to I don't always go the route of blaming the parent because For me, it's like, let me tell y'all something. Like when I've worked in government, right? And I've seen the system rail a lot of parents. Even though they've done some bad, there is rehabilitation for the people that want to get better. But people like like if this guy right here, Mr. Haro, Jake Haro, people need to be very careful. Like, what does that mean? And I've seen it both ways. I've seen it done both ways. So that's why I'm like, I never go for the jugular when it comes to the parents. But in this situation, I don't know, man. When I first saw that interview with her, my 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 antennas kind of went off. I said, "Oh no, girl. Oh no, girl. There's something up here." It does not take a professional to figure that out. Like, we could totally see it, if that makes sense. This is why it's so important to get to know the person you get and believe in them. Yeah. Believe and show them who they are. That's right. And people are redeemable. But in this situation, there's something definitely going on, you guys. Absolutely. Absolutely. The detectives are experienced. They can read right through the parents. Right, Claudia? And the thing is, is the guy already has the background. He doesn't look like I'm sorry, but patience with children, and clearly this is a 7-month-old baby. I don't know. Some families really struggle to understand their felon family friends cannot be around children. In some cases, for sure. I understand that. The bruising was what jumped out. Yeah, the bruising to me, when she did that interview, Evil Queen, when she talked about the bruising right here, right? Like she said, I was hit. So when she said that, and I remember the first time I watched it, I said, oh, girl, no. She was talking about how they tapped at her shoulder and they said, hola. So in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, they tapped at your shoulder, they said hola, and then knocked you out. That would make more sense to me. And then they took the baby. When they knocked you out, they knocked you cold. She initially said that she was hit from behind. If they knocked you out, she didn't see anybody, or she got knocked out to the point where she doesn't even remember. That's the question. And the thing is, why this location? Why this location? This is what I don't understand. Now, hold up. SF Investigates does not play. Let me see if I could. When did he post? Oh, this was the 3rd. Hold up. Sorry, y'all. Give me one sec. Where did he put that camera picture? Because he said, da da da. Oh, I must have missed it. He put it up there. I saw it yesterday. Unless he did a thread. Let me see. Oh, I'm gonna have to message him and ask him. So anyway, so he did this picture where look at, I think it might be this one right here. Make sure you change him and feed him. Make sure you feed him and change him. This kidnapping story isn't even close to adding up. And SF Investigate has worked in a lot of kidnapping stories. He's out there finding missing people. Let me play this over here. Hmm? Oh, thank you. This is so dangerous, honey. Yes. Can I have it? Yes, give it to me. Oh my goodness, it's so pokey. Here. Do you want to? Oh, here it is. Thank you, my princess. Let me play this, okay? Because this right here, oh my god, you guys.
To share some information. They wrote, "Hello, I wanted to reach out to you because I have already contacted authorities. I am waiting for their call back. My daughter and I had an encounter with Emmanuel's mother and his sister the night before he was reported missing on August 13th in Beaumont, California, next to Cabazon at Atwell Community Park. She had a black eye already and was very erratic. I'm thinking he could be anywhere near Banning in Beaumont, California." Now, obviously, because this information cannot be confirmed, this information is alleged. I received this information earlier this evening. I did respond back and ask some additional questions that I was waiting to get answers to. However, they haven't yet responded. So if they do, I'll be sure to give you guys the update. I do think that it's interesting considering there's been a lot of speculation and questioning Rebecca Haro's black eye, as she did media interviews immediately after Emmanuel was allegedly kidnapped. And a lot of people have pointed out that they don't believe this bruising was fresh and instead looks a few days old. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, and I'll be sure to keep you updated. A source has now come forward alleging that Rebecca Haro had her black eye before her son went missing. We have an update in the case of missing 7-month.
I'm going to tell you that's what it looks like to me. And you're right. We should reserve we need to be careful how we're looking at things. Let me just say this for the record. I am not law enforcement. I am a content creator commentating on the various things that are happening here. Please note that we are not investigating. We are just giving the news and talking about the various inconsistencies in the story and the things that are coming out there. There are some content creators that purport themselves to be, you know, the best investigator. Listen, no. We're literally here giving commentary, and I want to be very careful. We're not law enforcement. So I am not the judge and executioner of any of these people. We have to be very careful. And I really, really hope that my instinct is wrong. Like, I really, really, really hope that that's the case, because I don't know. It's not, this is giving, this is not landing very well with me, if that makes sense.
Tonight over the new at 11, concern and questions continue to grow tonight over the whereabouts of a missing baby in Yucaipa. Tonight, a candlelight vigil was held for 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro, who has been missing since Thursday. His mother has said she was attacked and knocked unconscious, and when she came to, her baby was gone. But deputies are now revealing there were inconsistencies in her story.
Yeah, the Eyewitness News reporter Tim Caputo now joins us with this investigation as it continues to unfold. Tim.
Sophie Jura, you know, in investigations, deputies typically don't release a lot of information and when it's an active investigation, but they have said a little bit this weekend. They say when the mother's story didn't match up with the first version she originally told them, investigators called her out on it. And the mother of that missing 7-month-old then stopped talking to investigators. But tonight, the community is coming together. They're talking, and it's not in support of those parents. 72 hours after little Emmanuel Haro was reportedly kidnapped from a Yucaipa parking lot, this evening police were spotted at the Cabazon home belonging to the 7-month-old's parents. Why they were there tonight, or if there are any breaks in this case, remains unknown. As investigators asked for the community's patience in this still very active case,
God Almighty, we pray in this moment.
dozens showed up for a vigil, praying for the infant's safe return.
I got a baby at home. I'm gonna go home and hug when I get home. Extra tighter, because it's just that baby's innocent.
Those who showed up to this candlelight vigil focusing on the baby boy and not the growing rumors around town about what might have happened to him.
We could be the voice that he's not here to have, and we can speak and be supportive for him.
Just give him back to me again, please. Don't harm my son.
We first spoke with Emmanuel's parents Friday morning, less than a day after reporting their 7-month-old missing. The boy's mother, Rebecca Haro, told us she was changing her son's diaper in the Big 5 parking lot Thursday night just before 8 p.m. when she was assaulted from behind and knocked out. She's got a black eye and told ABC7 she never...
See, they got a closer look to the black eye. What do y'all think? Well, I think we are all... what do you mean women are so dramatic? Are men not dramatic either? Come on now. I would be beside myself if my child went missing and they took my child off of that. Crying would be like, you had to have no idea what I would do. And maybe women are dramatic, but I think mothers and fathers can both be dramatic. Okay. Thank you. We don't want these babies name ruined like some content creators. Well, and that's why I'm very careful. Y'all know that I balance myself, because I don't want to be that content creator, if that makes sense. That's an old Bruce. Yeah. Men are more dramatic. We would only ever have one child. I try to be careful. You said this whole black, I think, could be one of the reasons authorities are saying her stories don't add up. The bruising. See, mind y'all said I'm an ER nurse. I didn't think it was a new bruise. It looks very old and pooled. And then the other side, now that it's got a closer look there, it just looks like she's got like what is it called? Those round circles under your eyes, that type of deal. I don't know. That bruising's not fresh. I don't think it looks swollen, but I hate this. She said she didn't even get the chance to turn around. So how could she have a black eye? Yeah. She would have to be face to face with kidnapper. That's the question that I had. You're asking exactly the same question that I had. Is how is it possible for you to have a black eye? He said to you, hola. So you did turn around. Or maybe she doesn't remember because she was knocked out. And I'm still giving the lady the benefit of the doubt, right? I take a really close look at the father here. Yeah. I mean, he's already got the sketch history, right? So the hubby probably gave her the black eye. Hold up, guys. I got to blow my nose. You said, K Solo, did you hear that the father called the baby it? No. When did the father call the baby it? Sorry, y'all. I'm still getting over my congestion. It's bad. Give me one sec, guys. You said that was a fresh black eye. It would be swollen. It would have swelling. Most definitely. She sounds hysterical, but wasn't even shedding a tear. Well, her tear ducts could be dry too. You know what I mean? That could very well be the case. I'm just thinking of different things. Thank you. I appreciate it. I bruise very easily, and to me, that looks like a few days old. Maybe old black eye, but was hit in the back of the head. And I was thinking that, but they keep referencing the baby in the past tense. Thank you, Trish. Yeah, baby bunny's feeling under the weather. She's under the weather. Give me one sec, y'all. Sorry about that. Does she have a lump on the back of her head? That hasn't been reported. That was my question, actually. Because Pika did ask that. Did she have a lump behind her head? What's going on? For her to have been hit the way that she was. Looks like a makeup cover up. I mean, I don't think she's wearing makeup. She doesn't look like she's wearing makeup, but this is the front of her. So, hold up. Let me go back.
In the Big Five parking lot Thursday night, just before 8 p.m., when she was assaulted from behind.
This, to me, guys, it looks like that was a couple days old. And it looks like it's healing already, that it's been healing. The bruising is not, and maybe this is why the inconsistency is there. The bruising is not consistent. And I believe, look at the father's knuckles where he's holding the flyer. I believe that maybe this is part of the inconsistencies. Let me see. Hold up. Missing person, the babies. And you know what's so interesting? Yes, honey, bring it over here. You know what's so interesting about the what about it? So this is them, right? So what's so interesting, in my opinion? Do you want me to put the code? Okay, girl. Here you go. Go sit over there. Thank you, my love. I'm gonna try to zoom in, okay? What's so interesting? Let me make myself smaller. Hold up, y'all. I mean, I see his knuckles. I don't know what's so let's see, let's zoom in. It's kind of hard to see here. The contact information is for dad and mom, not for law enforcement on this sign. That's what I found to be so interesting. It's for dad and mom. I might need a different picture. Hold up. See if we can find a different picture of Jake Haro. Or Jake Haro, not Jacob. Hold up. Okay, here's another one. I don't see anything about the knuckles. Maybe you guys are seeing something that I don't know. Is there a different picture where the knuckles, maybe there's something going on with the knuckles that I didn't notice before? I don't see it. I don't see it. Y'all let me know what you think. You said yes, saying I don't think him coming from behind can exclude her than getting hit in the face on its own. Though I don't know if I believe the story. She just giving possibilities. Right. Anything is possible, right? Yeah, it says missing, not abducted. Well, this could very well be a wording thing. Like maybe they don't, some people wouldn't know the difference. Like missing as in like child went missing, right? Abducted, which would be the appropriate word to use here, I think would be more important. But some folks don't even know that, you know? The ring would leave a mark. That's his left hand. Look from where dad has both hands. Okay. Well, do me a favor. If you guys have this picture, let me know. Email it to me. This is my email right here. And I have my email up. And just point to me where it is that you're saying that there's an important part of that needs to be paid attention to. Let me know. Yeah, bruising is on her right eye. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's on her right eye. Yeah, I don't see any bruising on his hand. I think this is just like shadows of the skin. But the bruising is on the right eye. Her right. Thank you, Cheeks. Yeah, if you guys have I'm looking at my email. If anybody wants to email, circle it, tell me where, which picture, and I'll zoom in and do all that. Okay. I believe it comes to law enforcement. There's a certain criteria that must be met to classify missing and abducted. That's right. That's right. Getting hit so hard that it knocks her unconscious, but the bruise is old. Jojo Beans right there. That's the point that I'm making here, right here, right here, right here. I think we see each other right there. So hard, but that bruise looks so old. I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I take it they have searched the home. Yes, they have searched the home. They have. I don't know if they found anything. Cadaver. There was rumors yesterday that there was blood traces found, but I mean, blood traces found can be found anywhere. It doesn't necessarily mean that they just because they find blood in your property, guys. That's kind of normal. Like we all leave blood traces at some point, so it's not always indicative of a body or anything like that. Yeah, I think the way that she was hit, at least being described to be knocked out, only to be hit right here. Well, exactly. You don't even know where you're landing. You're getting knocked out cold. You hit the pavement. There's that. Absolutely. Hold up.
Knocked out. She's got a black eye and told ABC7 she never saw the suspect. And when she came to, Emmanuel was gone.
I got him out of the car seat and I laid him down and so I could get his diapers ready. And somebody said, "Hola," and that's all I remember. And I saw white. And a hearing sound, I fell on the floor. And I said, as I got up, I couldn't find my son. I checked all around my truck.
But this weekend, the San Bernardino Sheriff's Department says the story Rebecca Haro told detectives had inconsistencies.
That's their house? Hold up. This is their house.
Around my truck.
But this weekend, the San Bernardino Sheriff's Department says the story Rebecca Haro told detectives had inconsistencies. And when confronted about it, she ended the interview with investigators. The Sheriff's Department then said they're unable to rule out foul play in the disappearance of Emmanuel. They searched with canines, they've conducted multiple interviews, and they say they remain committed to finding him. Those at tonight's vigil.
No, she was changing the baby in, so she took her truck. So this is how the story goes. Her and her husband and the other child, they were at a football game. Okay. So child at the football game, it wasn't even a football game, it was football practice. Child at the football practice needed a mouth guard. So mom and the baby get in the truck and they decide to drive to the Big Five to get a mouth guard. Okay. That's what the story goes. And to me, even that's like, oh my God, because listen, I have 3 children, right? And if I have a 7-month-old, the less driving, the better. Like, just get me to the place that I got to go. Either you go get that mouth guard at Big Five, and I'll stay here with the baby, or you stay with the baby, and I'll go get the mouth guard, right? Less of a movement for the baby. And then that way I could change the diaper, there or something. This whole story doesn't make sense whatsoever. She goes to the Big Five. She realizes, oh my God, my baby's got a dirty diaper. Okay. She goes in the back of the truck to change the diaper. And that's when somebody taps her, says hola, and then knocks her out. Doesn't remember what happened. Doesn't remember what happened. Oh no, honey, not this one. Nope, we can't do this one, baby girl. Here you go. Here, you want this one? Look. Yes. The whites on her eyes are still white. They don't look right. And so that's another point too, right? She was hit in the eye. It didn't burst any blood vessels in the eye. Because that's very common when you get hit in the, like, if they knocked her out, they knocked her out to knock her out cold. No blood vessels burst in the eye right there. I don't know if you ever been in a fight, but if you ever get hit, hit you, like if they hit you in the eye, sometimes you might get like a little like red dot in your eyelid and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. So to me, it just looks so off overall. Where are the tears on either of them? Yeah. You said, honey, she gave us a scientific breakdown of the hair's texture. His hair is so soft as feathers, girl. Yes, she did. She did. Did she fit? That's what we don't know, Kindred Dreams. We don't know if she finished changing that diaper. What does a kidnapper have to gain from taking a partially dressed and, well, if they're going to kidnap a baby, they're going to kidnap a baby. I don't think that really matters, right? Like, if their intent, and let's be honest, like, that's how children get kidnapped and they get trafficked and they get used and stuff like that. So yeah, like, to me, those factors don't even matter. Whether the baby my thing is did she ever get to change the diaper? We don't know. Was there a diaper on the floor? Was there what about she said she was holding on to the diaper when she got knocked out. So I don't think she ever even got to change the baby's diaper. Did they take anything from her? She's knocked out. Are they going to take did they take her phone? What about her purse? What about money? Those are factors that I'm kind of wondering, because we're only hearing one side of a situation, if that makes sense. You say you play the devil's advocate. Hold up. I'm a diva survivor, and there's a point where I couldn't even cry anymore when I had calling 911 at the payphone. That's why I don't really have to leave. Okay. A DV survivor, is that what you mean? I think that's what you mean, DV survivor. Why would you change your baby outside in your car? I would get the diaper bag and take it inside the restroom. I don't know. I've changed a diaper in the car before. Put a one in the chat if you've ever changed a diaper in the car. Yeah, I've changed a couple diapers in the car. Especially, it's a thing. Let me tell you something. I would rather, and y'all going to get mad at me, I would rather change the diaper in the car than change the diaper in the bathroom stalls of Big Fives, McDonald's, or any of these people. Let me tell you why. There's too many germs. Not to say that there's no germs in my car. There probably is. But at least those are the germs that are traveling with me. And I'm not picking up any other germs from other folks. I have changed diapers in a car a couple times. It might be hot, but it's probably more convenient. The thing is, though, baby bunny, and I can attest to this, I've never had to change her diaper in a car because she's on pull-ups. So she's, we're potty training. It's a little bit different phase. But when the other ones were younger, yeah, the bathrooms are gross. So yes, I have changed diapers in a car, very quickly in the back, very quickly type of deal. And it does, I will say, as somebody who's changed diapers in the back, you're not thinking that somebody's going to tap you in the back and then knock you out or anything like that. So as a mom, that's pretty normal. Yeah. Look at this. See, I am love wins. I am not changing diapers in a I'm sorry for those that use those. They just got a lot of germs. I'd rather keep the germs that I have and keep it with me than bring some other germs back. You know what I mean? I would rather do that. I know it's kind of crazy, y'all. It is, but you do okay. Never use a public. Yeah, I've never used one. I don't trust it. I'm scared. Yeah, most cars are cleaner than public restrooms. Yeah. You know why? I think it makes us upset because um yeah, it does. Like this whole thing. You said I must be more comfortable than I thought. Never had to change my kids in public. Yeah. I mean, you just really quickly in the car and you do it. And you do what you got to do, but it's more common than people know. I just don't trust those public bathrooms. I really don't. Nasty germs for sure. Yes, same. I already carried a little changing pad. Yeah, and then you have the changing pads. I know my car germs more than I know the bathroom germs, especially with the Cobiana stuff. I just don't trust it at all. At all. You said apparently she had a black eye on the 3rd of August. Well, that bruise looks very old. That's why I don't trust that it's like anything new. At all. Mm-mm. Yeah, unless it's teenage. I'm hoping you're not changing any teenage diapers because that would be crazy. The black eye is old. So let me do a little survey because I kind of want to know where you guys stand. And I'm pretty sure I do get the sense. The black eye. In your opinion, old? Unsure? Let's see. Hold up. Yes, old. No, not old. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about that and go vote. And do me a favor, hit the like button, please, and thank you. I've seen in an interview the sister of the dad says the diaper was not changed. Then seen an interview with the baby grandmother saying it had. So many interviews. You know what I'm gonna do? This is what I'm gonna do, y'all. Wait for this. I'm gonna do a video where I collect all these interviews into one and just point out the inconsistencies. And I've been doing a lot of pre-recordeds. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Just because I've had the time, but also I'm trying to get my editing skills up a little bit more. Video just came out. It's from the 3rd. Raid overnight of their house overnight. What? There was a raid at their house? Where did you hear this? What do you mean there was a raid? You mean the Los Angeles Times is talking about this case too? But they don't even have enough information pointed out. When was there a raid? Why would there be a raid? It's old. That's old news, you said? Okay, I keep stopping because I like talking to you guys. That's why. Let me go back a little bit, okay? So again, this is her.
Him out of the car seat. And I laid him down and so I could get his diapers ready. And somebody said, "Hola," and that's all I remember.
So she never changed the diaper. She never changed that baby's diaper.
And I saw white. And a hearing sound, I fell on the floor. And I said, as I got up, I couldn't find my son. I checked around my truck.
But this weekend, the San Bernardino Sheriff's Department says the story Rebecca Haro told detectives had inconsistencies. And when confronted about it, she ended the interview with investigators. The Sheriff's Department then said they're unable to rule out foul play in the disappearance of Emmanuel. They searched with canines. They've conducted.
Here's my question. When was the last time anybody actually saw this baby? Has anybody actually, actual people, and I'm not talking about like the parents, but anybody outside of the parents, when was the last time they saw this baby? What about the siblings? Did they interview the siblings? When was the last time they saw this baby that we know? Anybody? Did they interview the siblings? Because some of those siblings are old enough. When was the last time they saw this baby alive or with somebody? Around the third? Around the third? Most people don't say they fell on the floor. If they're outside, they fell on the ground, right? When that's the question. When was the last time this child was actually seen by somebody outside of the parents? Have they interviewed and I'm assuming they would have interviewed the siblings, right? Like, depending on how old they are, because I think they got I think the youngest one it was this baby, and then there was like a 2-year-old or something. So anybody, I don't know. This is just so off. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see what else I can pull over here because my goodness. My goodness. The internet is undefeated. Lord have mercy. Let me show you all something. This is pictures of when they were, I guess, first together. That's grandma, my baby and me. Boy, she looks different. Oh, she looks different. Lord have mercy. The search for 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro has taken a startling turn after both law enforcement and independent foundation raised concerns. That's a trip too. That independent foundation that said, "Listen, we were helping, but we're not helping anymore." The sister, shout out to Mel. I see he posted about it. The sister spoke out, but the sister's kind of like nonchalant about this. They got pictures of this is when they went into the house. They probably searched this whole area. Aerial view. A burger? You want a burger? Okay, we'll get a burger afterwards. Deal? Let's buy it? Okay, oh my goodness, girl. Oh my goodness. You gonna make me broke. Okay, hold up, y'all. Sorry. She says, let's buy it. They got a pretty big property, I must say. Let's see. Hold up. I'm trying to see if this is the picture you guys are talking about. The knuckles look like, I don't know if the guy works. Does he have a job? Updates. Rumors are circulating on social media that the kidnapped 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro has possibly been located in a dumpster. Other rumors say the family backyard is being dug. While these haven't been confirmed by law enforcement, it's been confirmed that an independent group devoted to missing children have suspended the search. Yeah. Who said they'd been found in a dumpster? Who made that rumor? Do we know this, or is this just a rumor? Someone's dash cam caught the whole thing. Well, this one's a CCTV footage. What? From this page? No, I don't know if I believe that. I hope that that's not the case. It's a rumor, y'all. It's a rumor. We don't know if it's true. That's a question, man. Listen, I don't know, man. Every time when I've gone to Cali and I see my cousins wearing long sleeves, I'm like, I'm side eyeing you because it's hot ass weather over there. It's a rumor. We don't know if it's true, but it's a rumor nonetheless. Hold up, let me see. It's just people are saying different things. We don't know. Hold up. Concerning updates on Emmanuel Haro. A TikToker by the name of Beloso on TikTok received a message from a woman who claimed to have came in contact with Emmanuel's mother, Rebecca, at the park the night before Emmanuel was reported missing. She stated that Rebecca was at the park with her 2-year-old daughter, but not Emmanuel. She stated that she was acting erratically and get this, she already had the black eye. Would y'all be surprised if that's the case? Let me tell you what it reads, okay? Hello, I wanted to reach out to you because I have already contacted authorities. As long as they contact authorities, I'm waiting for their call back. We read this earlier. My daughter and I had an encounter with Emmanuel's mother and his sister the night. Wait, and his sister. Look at this. My daughter and I had an encounter with Emmanuel's mother, mom, and his sister, the sister that was talking on TikTok, the night before he was reported missing on August 13th in Banning, California, next to Cabazon at Atwell Community Park. She had a black eye already and was very erratic. I'm thinking he could be anywhere near Banning, California. No, but I recognize her. Okay, so somebody asked her, "Did you file something?" No, but I recognized her from the park. That I think they were asked if did you film or something. No, but I recognize her from the park. That was her. Maybe this can help with the investigation. She was there Wednesday night with her 2-year-old daughter, but not the little boy. Like I said, the bruising looks very old. It looks like it already been there a long time ago, well before the date. A lot of this is, they lawyered up. As if I was them, I probably would lawyer up too, but I would be cooperating with law enforcement. If there's inconsistencies with your story, here's the deal, y'all. This is my theory, and I hope you guys don't. And if I'm wrong, I have no problem eating crow. This is my theory. I truly believe that he did something to that baby and then he beat her. And she got scared, so she's putting a front for him. And this is not going to go away. And she might very well speak out pretty soon if they continue to, probe her. This is a horrible situation. Horrible situation. I hope that this baby's okay, and I hope I'm wrong, but I'm not buying it. Now, hold up. You guys said something about the knuckles. I mean, this is kind of hard to tell if there's something up with the knuckles. The knuckles, they're dark. The guy's not like, he's dark. He's somewhat moreno, a little bit dark skin, for those that understand what moreno means. Wrong guy. So there isn't a whole lot that we could say about that. This was today. Missing Emmanuel. What is this? Hold up. Let's see. After declining to finish the interview with investigators, Rebecca was asked to take a lie detector test. Okay, so then I heard about this lie detector test. It's San Bernardino that's investigating her, right? Let me see. San Bernardino. Are they do they use lie detector tests in San Bernardino? And I'm not talking about independent. I'm talking about for law enforcement purposes, for investigative purposes. They do. Before and after, could be diabetic. Yeah, the dark circles could be a number of things. I wouldn't even pay attention to that. Now, if he had openings in his dark circles, like if he had, like then it would be different. But mind you, a baby like that cannot self-protect, right? So I'm wondering, they do. So law enforcement uses lie detector tests in San Bernardino, even though they're not the most reliable. So that's why I'm like, I always kind of like, we have to be careful with these lie detector tests. You said they can't use it in court, but they can take it to try to detect if someone's not telling the truth. Okay. So they can't use it in court. So they're not going to ever use it. They're not admissible. I would never take a lie detector test. Okay. I'm just letting y'all know they're just not admissible, and they can easily skew people. Just letting y'all know. Police needed to get a search warrant for the house and the car immediately. Police needed, yes, and I believe they did. They can't be trusted in a court of law. That's right. You said not know if true, but it said that the 2-year-old has been removed from the house. Yes, we did hear that yesterday. Which would make sense for CPS to remove those children. Okay, so this reads for those, and please make sure you guys are hitting the like button, please, and thank you. Let me take a drink because I'm still like congested, guys. Okay. After declining to finish the interview with investigators, Rebecca was asked to take a lie detector test. It is alleged that Jake told investigators that Rebecca would not be taking one until they retain a lawyer. And that is her right. As much as I don't, I question the lady, but it is her right to do that. Now, let me ask you guys a question in the chat. Is that suspect to you? If a person, if a mother or a father refuses to cooperate with law enforcement without a lawyer, in your opinion, is that suspect? Let me know what you think in the chat. Search warrants were issued and their home was searched last night. Cadaver dogs were brought in and were told the blood was located. Okay, blood being located in a home is, unless they can identify it, and then it depends on the amount, it's actually not a red flag, if that makes sense. Anybody can, like, I can cut my finger. There's different things that would allow blood to be present in a household, in bed sheets, in bathrooms. That's a thing. Now, how was the blood found? What came out of this? The amount of it? That's the question that we have. And it says who that belongs to has not been confirmed yet. Okay. It's been confirmed by the grandmother that the 2-year-old daughter has been removed from the home. I mean, that's pretty basic. Law enforcement has called off the general searches for Emmanuel. And let me tell you something. I would be very, I don't like kids in foster care, but in this specific situation, removing the 2-year-old daughter would make sense. I wouldn't be placing her with grandma because grandma, she went up and she was like, oh, they're homebodies. They would never do anything like this. My grandmother looks like she is very much with the shits, if that makes sense. You said, in my opinion, you should lawyer up ASAP, no matter the situation. Do not assume the system will protect you. The system is not here to protect you, and it won't be on your side. Absolutely. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with asserting your constitutional rights. Absolutely. Also, 6 people at the game did not see a baby at the game. Well, that's the question of the hour that I have. And I asked it earlier. Has anybody seen this baby since, when was the last time anybody saw this baby alive? I think so too. You said they should have been searching that trash in the house that first day. Well, it takes a minute to get them a search warrant and stuff like that. There, where there was wet or dry, dirty diapers. See, that's the thing. That's a good question. Is when was the last time? When was the last time anybody saw this little 7-month-old baby with anybody? Anybody? Check his brother. Whose brother? Megan, whose brother? Jake's brother? Lord have mercy. What? What did they find on Jake's brother? Okay, law enforcement has called off the general searches for Emmanuel. What are your thoughts? Okay. I could do without the music. This music kind of makes me sad. This is the brother. This is a close relative of Rebecca Haro. Some sources say he is her brother, and others say he is her uncle. Rebecca is the mother of the missing 7-month-old. James Brow Hansen, 35, was convicted of first-degree murder in 2017. The death of a 27-year-old Jalen Amanda Keith. Do we know that's the brother, or are we just saying it? She was found in the bathtub. Prosecutors argue that okay, is this a separate case? How do we know that that's her brother? This is a close relative of Rebecca. Do we know this? Some sources say that that's her brother. We don't know this. I'm gonna need more than this, y'all. Like, are we just putting people's pictures together? It's the mother's brother that's in prison. For a fact, do we know that they're related? He staged his girlfriend's murder, so he's serving a sentence. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I don't know, y'all. And it's crazy because we can look at Rebecca's interview. We can look at Rebecca's interview and look at their behavior. It just doesn't make sense. Like, no matter what.
I'm begging you. Give him back to me again. Please don't harm my son. Please, I'm begging you. Please, God, please.
Rebecca Haro, inconsolable. A large bruise on her right eye the day after she reported to police that she was attacked in this Big Five parking lot in Yucaipa, knocked unconscious. She says by the time she came to, her 7-month-old son.
And no witnesses. I don't know how I feel about this, y'all. No witnesses in the area. Nothing.
We have some more updates that came in last night about 7-month-old missing Emmanuel. Some of these updates have to do with the police, what they are doing, about the bruise on the mom's face, as well as the baby at the football practice. Now, I had previously posted about how I had gotten an anonymous message about how no one had seen the mom at the football practice that she claims she left to go get a mouth guard for. Now, apparently, this is not the only parent that has come forward. There are allegedly about 7 other people that say they were at practice and did not see baby Emmanuel.
No, they didn't see the baby the day. I've talked to like 10 people from the football team that day, and the baby was not at the thing. They seen her, they seen the husband, they seen Jake, they've never seen the baby.
Who is this guy right here? This guy I've seen on TikTok. Who I don't know his name, but he's pretty big on TikTok and he's out there like boots on the ground. Who is that guy? Hold up. Let me see if I can find him. I feel like I've seen him out there in a couple of videos. I forgot his name. It's this guy right here, right here, right here.
With Sheriff's Department, they have now begun searching a home in Cabazon, lawyered up. The father has priors for willfully cruelty to a child. He served a 72-month stint in prison. He's out now, and there's reports now that quite possibly he has another son who sustained permanent brain damage due to.
We may have a massive new update in the case of 7-month-old Emmanuel, thanks to a source that lives close to the area and is reporting on this case. Now, I will tag this creator below, but he is actually at the area where the family lives. And what he claims has allegedly been found at the family's home could give us answers in this case, as well as could be why the grandmother stated police have brought cadaver dogs to the family's home. And as I quote, the grandmother has said,
Yeah. So what it's called, the what channel? The ad FNN? Is it the Food Network? Oh my God. Hold up. Well, anyways, because I'm jumping all over, I wanted to get at here. So he actually talked to a witness that said that they didn't even see the baby there.
Now, the same creator said that they had someone come forward saying that they saw the mother and the sister at the park a few days prior, but not baby Emmanuel, and the mother already had the bruise. But there's even more information about this bruise. Everyone's just saying this bruise looks old. Well, according to a video, I have not seen this video, but the other creator that has been covering this case very well has seen the video, and allegedly the mom already had this bruise on August 3rd. Baby Emmanuel didn't go missing until the 14th.
August, new development, and I have video footage. Rebecca, in fact, had that black guy on the 3rd. That guy that she said she got hit, we have video footage from August 3rd when it was brand new.
And lastly, police were at the house last night, and it is.
Oh, wow. Okay, I found his channel. Hold up. I want to go back. Oh, hold up.
Here in Yucaipa, you see the big 5 sign there. This is the parking stall where little Emmanuel was kidnapped, allegedly the mother being hit in the back of the head so hard that a black eye ensued shortly thereafter. I'm going to pan the camera around to give you fine folks at home a better understanding of exactly where we're at and what happened on the night of August 14th, homie, in this parking stall. Spence on the tira. We are now behind the big 5.
Where did she park though?
You see here in Yucaipa, California, the mother searching frantically for her baby. Excuse me. Yes. Have you seen a little baby boy, 7 months old?
No, I haven't, sir.
Have you heard of what happened here?
Yeah, I sure did.
Were you here that morning or that day?
No.
You sleep back here?
Just a couple days now.
Were you here the day that Emmanuel went missing?
No.
You didn't see nothing or hear anything?
No.
All right, brother. Thank you so much. God bless you. Here behind the big 5 on the tira. I guess now this portion of the investigation, we want to see if there are in fact cameras. There's a camera there. They say that there was no cameras on the property. We're going to see if in fact there are any cameras here.
Okay, so were there cameras there or not? But then SF also pointed out that there were cameras on the street. So were they just not working that day?
At the big 5. We don't see any cameras up there. We don't see, that's a sprinkler. We don't see any cameras here facing. We don't see. There might be cameras in the store, but we don't see any cameras visible on the immediate outside of the property. So that brings us to the Bata clothing store here, which tells me that quite possibly there are cameras, and we're gonna see here on the tira if we can find at least one camera here facing in that direction. It seems that we do have multiple.
Wait, well, where did she park? You said, oh, is it my internet's breaking up? Maybe it's my internet. Let me know if y'all see me. Hopefully it's still going. Store, let's see, internet is breaking up. Okay, it's a buffering. Okay, is it better now? Let me know. It could be mine. I don't know, but Pika said her connection is great. And some of you guys are saying that it's buffering. It was buffering for you. Okay, is it working now? All right, so you said she parked at the spot right in front by the store as pointed to by the grandma? So this happened right in front of the store and nobody called 911? They say cameras inside. That's weird. That's weird.
Lighting fixtures here. We don't see any cameras facing outside. No cameras. Okay, so there are no cameras either on the Bata store. Maybe they should invest in some cameras. This store closed. This is the Big Lots. Obviously, we all know there is no cameras, bro. I'm not gonna lie. There's a bank across the street Oh, there's some sort of haunted attraction across the street.
This guy, man.
Ahmed Belloso, where
He's over there asking the homeless guy to like, come on now. He's something else. But hold up. What else do we have here? Yucaipa, California. What is this? Ahmed Belloso. What is this?
we're here in Yucaipa, California. The community has now banded together here for little Emmanuel Haro, who went missing on August 14th from the Big Five. Right where you see all the people here standing is exactly where little Emmanuel was abducted. Allegedly, somebody coming behind the mother, hitting her, saying hola before all this started. And so this is the community here. This is your community, Yucaipa. So can we just all say Emmanuel on the count of three? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Emmanuel. Little boy, we are looking for you. And we're here with Jackie, and you organized this. Tell us what made you do that.
I'm gonna cry. He's a baby.
Mm-hmm.
He's a 7-month-old baby. Like, I mean, I have kids, and the fact that like it just seemed like the right thing to do.
Are you
Yeah.
from Yucaipa?
This is so
Actually,
sad.
no, I'm not from Yucaipa. I'm from Mentone, but I lived in Yucaipa for about 7 years. I just moved recently.
Mentone, a local community attached to very
Correct.
right. So Mentone, Yucaipa, Cabazon, even very, very Banning, Beaumont, these Inland Empire cities, and it's shown here, and you can see it sticking together for something so heavy on the hearts. It has captured the nation, and so thank you on behalf of the Inland Empire and throughout, and Emmanuel, thank you so much.
Well, did she ever make it to the store? I don't know. Some of those people look like they're just there for a moment. They don't really
And
look
this
like.
is your community here in Yucaipa for Emmanuel Haro, who was abducted here, allegedly. Justice for Emmanuel. And these people all concerned citizens throughout on the tira. So thank you all very much. You should be very, very proud of yourselves. Thank you.
On the tira. On the tira. Hold up. Let me see what else he posted. I think that's it. He doesn't really have anything else. What is it?
And so to give you fine folks at home a brief rundown of exactly what is going on, and thank you everybody for sharing my stories. Insider sources to indicate that they found blood quite possibly inside of the laundry room of the residence in Cabazon. Cadaver dogs have entered the chat. Hey, we're excavating on the property here in Cabazon. We are
You're
looking for any
excavating?
signs of digging. You can see here, it's just a vast area that little Emmanuel, God forbid, if he is out here, it will take a very, very trained nose, very skilled eye. This is the home here on the tira in Cabazon, California. Little Emmanuel Haro still missing. Police now not ruling out foul play. We have entered the chat here trying to find any signs of any excavations, any cover teams here trying to find little Emmanuel. And we have gotten as close to the property as we're gonna get here.
I don't know. Why is he running?
From Cabazon.
I'm asking the same question. Why is he running? At all. I don't get it.
No real answers.
Hold up,
just
guys.
yet. You can see here along the property line, just a vast area where anything can happen here. If you have any information about poor little Emmanuel, if anybody from the football team would like to reach out to us, did anybody see the father at the game? Did the father go to Big Five? Because they said he did, but there's no video of him neither. So nobody has a cell phone. And why did the mother go to Big Five 30 minutes before the game was over?
Wait. The dad went to Big Five too? Hold up. What did he just say? Hold up.
Here. If you have any information about poor little Emmanuel, if anybody from the football team would like to reach out to us, did anybody see the father at the game? Did the father go to Big Five? Because they said he did.
Oh.
But there's no video of him neither. So nobody has a cell phone. And why did the mother go to Big Five 30 minutes before the game was over? Yard recall hadn't even happened yet. And she was already going back to the bloque, homie. Questions remain. Why you Kaipa if you're from Cabazon? Like they have no football teams out here? I don't know, homie. On the tira. Señora, y regresamos. ¿Cómo está? I came to do the follow. Do you want to do an interview with me? Okay, I'm so sorry, okay? The grandmother has now entered the chat here along the property line in Cabazon. And so you can see that everything that we have led up to this point has panned out. All of our sources has been correct. Everything that we have put out, although it has not been verified by sources, it has been proven right on the tira. We apologize once again. We are not here to dox anybody. The grandmother not wanting to talk now, and so little Manuel's still missing. Little Manuel's still missing, homie. The grandmother exiting her car there now on the tira. Our heart, thoughts, prayers with the family here in Cabazon, California. And so to give you fine folks at home a brief rundown.
They have a pretty big property, I will say that. They have a pretty big property. So he was at the Big Five? Or he wasn't at the Big Five? And you know what? Aduko says she said that she went inside the Big Five when she noticed his diaper was soiled. I never even heard her say that she went inside. I heard her that she drove there. I never even heard her that she actually she only went inside after okay, honey, give me a second. After like she got off and was like, let me change the diaper real quick before I go inside. Like we're hearing different things. I don't know. Hold up. What the developments?
Ahmed Belloso on the tira. Welcome in. New developments involving little Emmanuel Haro. Today is Sunday, August 17th. We received a message from a constituent saying that she did have an encounter with Rebecca and her other daughter, and that she already had black eyes. I have the phone here with the message, and I'm going to read it directly to you, fine folks, so that you can get a better understanding. Another clue on the tira, and the message is as follows. It says, hello, I wanted to reach out to you because I have already contacted authorities and I am waiting for their call back. My daughter and I had an encounter with Emmanuel's mother and his sister the night before he was reported missing in August 13th in Banning, California, next to Cabazon.
Wait, so you said no, she didn't go inside until she couldn't. That's what I thought. She never actually went inside. They're conflicting statements. Okay. So something's up with this, right? How credible do you guys find this guy? What's his name again? I forgot his name. On the tira. On the tira. On the tira. It's like Spanish.
At the Atwell Community Park. She had a black eye already and was very erratic. I'm thinking he could be anywhere near Banning. And I asked her if she had film of her acting in this manner. And she stated no, but I did recognize her from the park, and that was her. Maybe this can help with the investigation. She was there Wednesday night with her 2-year-old daughter, but not the little boy on the tira. And so new questions have now arisen whether this baby was ever even in Yucaipa to begin with. And looking at the mother's photograph from her interview, you notice she had a black eye, but she also had a faint bruising from her other eye. And so
yeah, that's what. Oh my god! Didn't I just say this? I said she. It's like a dark circle on the other one, and she's got like a black eye, and it's very faint. The question then becomes, when was the last time anybody saw this baby? When was the last time anybody actually saw this baby? Do we know? Well, I don't think we have even anything. Anybody.
So new questions remain if, in fact, this is just a matter of domestic violence, manipulation, scare tactics, or just all around fear of her life. Because if the father is involved and so the mother, who's to say they are not protecting each other? Or since the father does have priors, who's to say that he didn't hurt the child himself, or maybe in altercation with the mother, or maybe together, or who knows? Sheriff detectives have reached the compound in Cabazon, and we did locate cameras, and we have more video from other establishments saying that they, in fact, did turn in cameras to the police. I haven't got to edit those videos just yet, but just know that there is more to come on the tira, homie. And I'm also your local friendly neighborhood news reporter, homie. Thank you to all my constituents for allowing me to be the voice of the barrio, homie, on the tira. Hashtag that shit, take that to the bank, homie. New developments coming soon. I'm also not back to stick us on the tira.
He is kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie to you, but he does a little too much.
We have now made it to the Riverside County
The
disposal
landfill?
site here at Lamb Canyon Landfill on the Tira. New reports have now came in through social media accounts that quite possibly little Emmanuel Haro was found in a dumpster somewhere in the county, which leads us here to the Lamb Canyon Landfill. Now, I don't know if these reports are accurate or not.
What? 17 hours ago. In the landfill? So we don't know if they're accurate or not, but we just gonna say that. See, I have a problem with that, but okay. There's no source confirming that. But people are taking it. Y'all, please wait for law enforcement to make that call. Okay. This guy is we just gotta be careful. Now, if he's found there, then it'd be everything, but we don't know. There's no law enforcement confirming this. We got to be careful. Take this with a grain of salt.
Obviously, the landfill closed today, so we can't ask any personnel if any deputies have been up here conducting any investigations, or if in fact they found little Emmanuel here on the Tira. We pray and hope that all you fools out there are not using this just for your own benefit, because there's real lives at stake here, especially little Emmanuel. And so if in fact you are going to put out information, even if it's not confirmed, please say allegedly. Please let the people know that you do not have the facts.
Oh my God. Okay.
Homie, but I never claimed to do so. I let you fools know exactly what's happening here through our inside sources and our constituents feeding us this information so that you at home can make your own educated guess, determination, conclusion, whatever it is you want to call it.
Yeah, pot calling kettle black. That's exactly what he's doing. I mean, he's funny, but it's like, no, this is dangerous. It's a child. Like, we don't have any confirmation. This is an unconfirmed rumor. Y'all, where is the law enforcement agencies? And Yanni said in the chat, if you're gonna use a mic, use the mic's right here, right? Like I don't know what to say about this guy, man.
Homie, just know that if in fact you want to be a reporter out here like the face of the internet, then please, I beg of you, treat the job responsibly, work, have ethics, morality, and just overall.
Just say allegedly. That's what it is. But we don't know if this is a fact, guys. This is a rumor. I'm telling you, if law enforcement was there, this would be a much bigger thing where, we would know this. You'd have even people making a cover to go through this. Like, I just remember when the baby out of Atlanta, Georgia, I forgot the baby's name. No. Part of it is because that case made me so mad and I wanted to forget about it. She dumped her baby in the landfill, and they were digging, and it took them like months, if not years, to find the remains of that baby there. So yeah, like we have to be very careful when we put stuff like this out.
Concern credibility, respect, and above all, compassion, homie. So from the landfill at Lambs Canyon, where we cannot confirm nor deny that whoever's putting these stories about little Emmanuel being found in a dumpster are
Yeah, Leilani Simon, that's what it was. You put the name in there, Quentin Simon. Y'all remember that one? I really like that case really got to me because that was a horrible, horrible case, right? Baby Quentin. Remember how long it took them? And they had that whole dumpster, that whole area covered up. And you knew that they were looking. If they were looking for this baby here, we would know that that's the case. So I honestly think that this is an unfounded rumor. Okay.
are true. Because if my mind's right, homie, I will ask myself, if the sheriff's department did in fact find the little boy, even yesterday, even today, don't you think they would have put it out there on the tira so that all of us could start chasing our own culos, homie? On the tira. And not only us, but there's hundreds of manpower. They would have a press conference forthwith. They wouldn't wait until tomorrow for developments today, homie. I've been around these cases long enough to know that I call bullshit on the tira. And so from Lambs Canyon, homie, Ahmed Belloso, we pray for the safety and return of the little boy, but I'm not giving up hope. Not yet, homie. On the tira, Ahmed Belloso from Lambs Canyon. Now back to you sick ass fools. On the tira,
Oh Lord.
we have now made it to.
So that was. We don't have any updates, y'all. I just don't know what else to say
Ahmed
other than that.
Belloso on the tira.
This is 16 hours ago. Let's see.
And so to give you
15
fine
hours
folks
ago.
at home a brief rundown of exactly what is going on, and thank you everybody for sharing my stories. Insider sources to indicate that they found blood, quite possibly inside of the laundry room of the residence.
We
in
saw this
Cabazon.
one 15 hours ago. What's this?
Hola, Ahmed Belloso from Cabazon, California.
12 hours ago.
You can see investigators are now leading the chat here at the residence for Emmanuel Haro, who was reported missing on the 14th of August. New developments, and I have video footage. Rebecca, in fact, had that black guy on the 3rd. That black guy that she said she got hit, we have video footage from August 3rd when it was brand new, homie, because she had an appointment at a local establishment in San Bernardino, and we will disclose that information further. We are now here at the property where police are now looking for Emmanuel Haro, and you can see here that we are gonna get as close as we can here. Such a sad situation where you can see the sheriff's department investigators are now here on the property. They have now begun to look for remains of Emmanuel Haro here in Cabazon, California. And you can see there the property in the back.
Man, it's dark in that property.
How you doing? And so now investigators seem to be leaving the property here. Ahmed Belloso, the voice of the barrio, the only real homie on the news homes. New developments on the tira here from Cabazon, where investigators are now leaving the property of the family.
Hold up,
here,
y'all. Let me see. I don't want to replay that. So yeah, I mean, we don't have any new news. The markers on the bed. Your markers are over there, honey. Yep. Uh-oh. What's up? Sorry, y'all. She's needs her markers. That was part of what I love about YouTube is that we get to see people that the big wig media channels would never give a chance to. Yeah. The property looks suspect. Well, I mean, the property is a property. Always check your sources. Absolutely. I believe whatever happened was an accident and they're trying to cover it up. Yeah. Sometimes when these websites come up with some good information that turns cases and on end too. Just really depends, it just gets like sometimes there isn't a lot of information, and so you do have to kind of wonder, what do you make of it? But like I said, I don't know if law enforcement is not looking for a baby, if they ended their searches, then I have a feeling that they probably already know what's up. You said next they'll be protesting in front of the house. Well, I don't know. I hope not. I mean, I don't know. We really don't know what's going to happen there. Guilty here, found out a bit too late. Facts, check facts, check facts. Guys, I mean, like I said, until we get some like breaking news, everything's out there. The parents are allowed to have their little lawyers and stuff like that, but this story doesn't look like it's going to end. And I hope we're wrong. I really, really do hope we're wrong. I really, really do hope that, the parents, if they didn't do anything, they're able to be cleared, but it's not given that. It's just, it isn't. It just isn't. And hopefully we're all wrong, for saying that. And like I said, I have no problem eating crow once we determine that, it is what it is. And don't think they're admissible in the subject of the story. Don't read posts because they do. There's that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I am going to let you go because I got to go tend to baby bunny. I can't give you this. Okay, you want some lotion? One finger. Oh my gosh. She's such a girly girl. She likes all the pink stuff and pink lotions and stuff like that. Yes, their 2-year-old was removed. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm going to let you guys go. Hit the like button, and I will see you guys on the next one. I'll see if I can go live tonight, just depending on how Baby Bunny feels. Thank you again. Shout out to my mods. Thank you. Waffles Biscuits, I'll check it out and kind of go from there. Thank you guys for those that have joined us. And let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you guys think is going on here? I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.